I'm Keight MacLean. I'm a Toronto-based painter, and I'm originally from Kingston, Ontario.
I kind of want to start by talking about your work, sort of like historical figures, historical style, like that sort of Baroque style. Where do you, I guess, draw inspiration from? Like, what sort of drew you to that?
I feel like a lot of it started when I was studying in Florence, Italy. I did OCAD's Florence program, which is just where you spend a year abroad essentially doing your own thing. A full, all-inclusive pass to the Uffizi, and I got to skip the lines, so I was just there like every day essentially. And a lot of that, like, I left Florence, but Florence really never left my art. I'm drawn a lot to, well, just women throughout history, mostly because women haven't always had the best time historically. So I like to really put a spotlight on them, particularly a lot of lesser known artists and very much lesser known women. So I've always been really drawn to the kind of like portrait of a lady or portrait of a woman where we, like, now in history have no idea who these women actually were. I actually, a long time ago, I used to paint in oil paintings, and very gradually I developed quite an allergy to solvents and even linseed oil in oil paint, so I have a hard time using oil paints. So it was kind of just, I was forced into learning how to paint acrylic paints like their oils, but I think through doing that it just made me grow to love acrylics more. Like, I like that acrylics dry fast and you can go back in and like rework them immediately and they're always just ready. And I don't know. I'm a very fast-paced worker and I like to be doing 10 things at a time, so acrylics just work for me. One of the things that's very special to me in the work that I do now is paintings that don't necessarily photograph as well and can't be reproduced. I like a painting that's special in person, and that's a lot of the reason why I use all of the textures and like the metallics, the fluorescence. They're never quite the same when you see a photo of them.
Right.
Or like, you know, you love them when you see a photo of them, but when you see it in person for the first time, there's just something so like wow about it. I feel like I used to do very traditional, like very classical portraits, just straight up almost photorealism. And after a while I found I kind of got bored of my paintings, and from a very young age I would like just hoard art supplies and I loved playing with art supplies, all the different gels and mediums and the colors and all the different viscosities. They all did different things and mixed all together. And I would always just kind of do that in my own time and then just paint very traditionally. And probably about like 3 or 4 years ago, I kind of had that moment of like, why aren't I bringing these into my actual art? Because obviously I love playing with the materials and I love just, you know, having those extra fun areas. I love fluorescent paints and like how bright they are. I love all the metallics and the shiny and the chunky and the textures. And once I actually started marrying that with my actual paintings, I think that's when I really started liking my own paintings and not just spending a billion hours on a painting and afterwards being like, like it's okay, I see all the flaws in it. But now, I don't know, just all the fun media really I think is the reason why I paint.